Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, aren't you glad that you've got such virtuous figures in the SNP government, such as Neil Gray, the world's worst health minister, a man who doesn't actually like being health minister. In fact, he's only health minister in name only, and he's only wheeled out when there's something to say. Otherwise, he just doesn't go to hospitals or talk to anyone or do anything. John Swinney does all the health ministering. But they got Neil Gray out to deliver the good news. And the good news is that child patients are coming from Gaza to Scotland. Honestly, they'll take one look at the Scottish hospitals and demand to go back to Gaza. But they will. They've welcomed their first patients from Gaza into the Scottish hospitals, where they will be treated efficiently and quickly to show how Scots do it. Meanwhile, there's 800,000 Scots languishing on waiting lists. People who've paid taxes all their lives, not getting serviced, not getting healthy, not getting the medication or the treatment they need. Meanwhile, people who hate us are getting wheeled in and going straight to the top of the queue. What a time to be alive. What a time to live in Scotland. What a time to start thinking about revolution. Hey. Now, children and their families have been brought in. More to come. There's no guarantee now that they're here that they're ever going to return. So, hey, let's bring in whole swathes of Gazans. So awful, the people of Gaza are so awful that not one single Muslim country in the area wants to touch them with a yard brush. You have to ask why. But this is all part of John Swinney's "Look at me, I'm virtuous" promise to help those impacted by the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, started by Palestine when they invaded Israel and killed all the children and raped all the women and kept the hostages which they've still got. All those Palestinians, not one of them's picked up a phone and said, "We know where the hostages are, come and get them." Not one. Now, this hasn't gone down well in Scotland at all, bringing these people in, as you can imagine. Scots are well known for speaking their mind in a very clear and unshrouded manner. And so it's all over social media. Stories of how the NHS was failing them, how there were waiting lists, how the waiting lists are growing by people coming in and jumping the queue, etc. One wrote, "Scottish NHS wanted me to wait a year for an MRI after they said I might have a brain tumour." Yeah. Meanwhile, Abdul and these 20 relatives can come in and jump the queue. Never paid a penny in, have they? I think Scotland is and I genuinely mean this, I think Scotland is on the brink. I think it's a knife edge. And I think that if it does kick off, it's not going to be pretty. And it's not going to be really against the immigrants, but it's going to be against the government, the SNP. Because after all, they're the ones doing it. And I wouldn't want to hang around if I was an SNP person in Scotland, not for long, because if it does kick off, they're going to make themselves very clear indeed. Clear intentions, I think. So a braver man than I am, Gunga Din, if you hang around. But your choices. But let me know, definitely let me know what you think. There's going to be other stories of this ilk on my other channel, Silver Fox Scotland. If you are Scottish and want it's exclusively Scottish stories, go Silver Fox Scotland. Or even if you're not Scottish, it's worth watching because honestly, Scottish politics is weird. It's fun, but it's weird. Anyway, thanks very much. Keep an eye out for the next video. Till next time, goodbye.